Okay, so we've gone over how to do a sales order in bid mode, and now it's time to learn how to do a real order and go ahead and process it and bill the customer. So what we're going to do is we'll go into a new sales order, come over to my main menu, orders, sales order entry. I'm going to choose my printer location again. Remember, it may default automatically to one for you, so you may not get that pop-up screen. I'm going to enter my branch again, and I will enter a customer, and I'll choose the customer I'm looking for here, and now I'm going to hit new and then hit OK. Now in the first video you saw we came up here and changed the order to a bid mode. You can still do that to be on the safe side if you wanted to, but we're going to leave it in a P status, which means pick up now, which means basically when we exit out the ticket, you know, the customer is there to pick it up and take the material right away, so it goes ahead and bills their account. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to process this ticket and it bills against the customer's account, or bills their accounts receivable or the line of credit. That's probably the majority of all your tickets are going to be done. We'll do, in another video, we'll do a ticket where we the customer pays with a credit card, cash, or check. But in this one, we're just going to let it bill against their account. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in a product. I'm going to put some batteries back on here again. So I've added that battery to the ticket. Now that we've got an item on here, we could have a number of items there. It's time to go to the next screen. The next screen would be the header. Now you can click on these down here to go to the screen, or you could click on the X. Now this X will not close out the order until it's time to go. I mean, in other words, if you click on the X is going to take you to the next screen that you have to go to before you can actually X out. I'm also going to point out, I'm just kind of trying to show you multiple ways of how you can do things. So you can click on that, you can click on the X, or you can hit Alt and then H. So I'm holding down the Alt key and hitting H, and it takes me to my header screen. So that's why that H is underlined. So if I wanted to go back to the body, I can use the keyboard by holding down the Alt key and hitting B. It's making me put a PO in, so I got to go ahead and put my PO in. And I'm going to put training. And now I can hit Alt B to go back to body. I could have hit that X and it would have taken me to the header screen. So I've entered my PO number. I'm going to put my name in here because I'm the one ordering it. And put an internal note down here. Used this ticket for training. Alright. Now watch this. So I wasn't able to demo clicking the X while I was on the body of the ticket. So for this particular situation, I'll hit the X here on the header screen. And what it will do is it will jump me to the status screen, which would be the last screen that I have to do anything on for this ticket. So if I hit X, notice how it takes me to the status screen. It's always going to take you through the screens that are required, that you're required to go to before it lets you exit the order. So I'm at my status screen. You can see the status of the order is still a P for pickup now. We'll go ahead and pick the material and give it to the customer. It will, even though it has no there, the ticket will print. It will print because this is being processed and billed to the customer. You don't need to worry about changing that. You could say, well, why did it bypass the total screen? Well, the reason it bypassed the total screen is because this account has a line of credit with this account, so we're just going to bill that line of credit. There's no reason to go to the total screen, because typically the only reason you go to total screen is if you're accepting cash, check, or credit card. Now, what if the customer says, well, how much is this? Well, you can obviously come over here and click on the total screen, and it will tell you how much it is on the total screen. But there is a little feature right here that can give you that information as well. You have this order summary pane. and it's collapsed by default. And notice how that order summary pane is accessible on every tab of the order. So I could expand that, and it will tell you your subtotal right there. So if I go to my header screen, you can see that I can see it there. I can see it on my body. You can actually enter your PO from right here if you wanted to, and your order by. You can edit these fields. So training ticket. See, I can just modify that if I need to. So you can leave this open. So you don't have to collapse it. You don't have to leave it collapsed. You can always leave that open right there, and it'll give you a subtotal. Now notice that it's subtotal. It does not include tax. If you need to see tax, you got to go to your total screen to see tax to get the actual total of the order. Now, so I've gone back to my status screen. I'm ready to bill this customer for this ticket, and it will bill the customer, take the material out of inventory, and then you can go pick the product, give it to the customer along with the ticket. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click the X here, and that will bill the customer and print the ticket. And that's how you do your first complete order in Solar Eclipse. Thank you.